Hi, and welcome to another presentation from your business tutor, learning your way, anytime, anywhere. If a business knows what its customers want, it puts them in a really strong position to achieve not only high levels of customer satisfaction, but competitive advantage. This is why this presentation on types of market research is important, as it is through research that a business can accurately identify its customers' wants. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to find out about the purpose of market research. And then we're going to explore the types of market research a business can use. Okay, let's get started by asking, what is the purpose of market research? For most people, the purpose of market research is to find out what customers' needs and wants are. Whilst this is true, it would be fair to say that this answer is too general and requires fleshing out. For example, finding out what customers' needs and wants are is more specifically about identifying what customers think about the features of a business's product, such as its styling, its taste, and the things the product does. But also what customers think about the pricing of the product, where it is sold and how it is advertised. As you might expect, this type of research is invaluable as it can support decision making across the business. For example, if customers indicate that the price is too high, it may persuade the business to reduce its prices to increase customer satisfaction. However, market research doesn't just stop there. If customers raise issues with a business's product, it will also seek to discover how the product should be adapted or changed so that it can be improved and has a higher level of appeal. Even so, market research offers even more than this, as it doesn't just identify customers' opinions at a single point. It gathers these over a period of time so that trends and changes in buying patterns can be identified and analysed, so that a business can react to change more quickly than competitors, meaning it will maintain high sales. In fact, one of the key purposes of market research is to keep ahead of competitors. In that, if a business can better identify the needs of customers in its target market, it will be able to deploy better strategies to gain their custom. For example, a business's market research may identify that by using a particular social media influencer to advertise their product, that there will be a massively positive effect on sales. However, market research is even more helpful than that when it comes to competitors, in so much that it can be used to find out what its competitors are doing well, so that it can then copy to improve its own products for customers. Nevertheless, as useful as market research is in helping a business with its customers and its competitors, it also has value in finding out about the market in which it operates as well. For example, market research allows a business to not only identify what market segments exist, but also their size and whether or not they are profitable enough to select as target markets. Okay, let's now move on to look at the types of market research a business can use, by first asking, what is field research? Field research, also referred to as primary research, involves a business collecting new market research itself to answer a specific question or questions it wants to find out about. For example, field research could involve a business telephoning their customers to ask them survey questions on what they think about their product, or asking them to fill in a questionnaire as they leave a store to ascertain what they thought of the customer service experience. Whatever the case, field research, be it through interviewing a small focus group of customers, undertaking an online survey, or observing how customers shop in store, offers a number of advantages to a business, which we will turn to now. One of the big advantages of field research is that it answers exactly what a business wants to find out. This is really important, as having specific and detailed information on the topic the business is investigating makes it far easier for managers to make informed and effective decisions. In fact, as field research is collected by the business itself, it means the information gathered can be trusted and will be accurate. Once again, this enhances decision making, as high quality, reliable data will make it far easier to achieve a good decision. Better yet though, because field research is based on customers' current viewpoints, it means the information collected will be up to date. This is really important, as basing decisions on current research is far more effective than using old data that does not represent what is happening in the market just now. And finally, because field research is collected by the business itself, it means that only the business has access to the results. This can be really useful because if the research identifies something important, it should give a business an advantage, as their competitors won't have access to it. However, as effective as field research can be, there are some disadvantages that can arise through its use. For example, as field research involves a business collecting its own data, it means that they will have to employ people to collect, process and produce the research findings, which obviously will cost money and could be expensive. Further still, and connected to the previous point, creating surveys, asking questions and processing the results can be time consuming, meaning a business may need to wait to find out what it wants to know. And finally, the results from field research are only useful if the data collected is accurate. If the questions asked are pointless or misleading, or the data collected is processed inaccurately, the research results will be biased and therefore of little value. Okay, let's now turn to the second type of market research by asking, what is desk research? Desk research, also referred to as secondary research, involves a business using market research that already exists and which has been collected by someone else. For example, desk research could involve a business using government statistics to identify how external factors such as inflation or economic growth might affect it. Alternatively, it might entail going on to their competitor's website to find out what products they are offering and at what prices. Or, on the other hand, it could involve looking through trade journals and industry research papers to find out what new technology is being used in the sector. As can be seen, there are a large number of sources from where desk research can be sourced. Nevertheless, when it comes down to it, how valuable such research is depends upon what benefits it offers to a business. So let's explore that now by looking at the advantages of desk research. As you may already have worked out, one of the main advantages of desk research is that there are a number of different sources from where a business can access information. This is useful as it means there is not just lots of information available, but that the different sources can be compared to see if there is a single or a mixed viewpoint on an issue. Further still, if this is done, it can mean that the conclusions drawn from desk research can be reliable, especially if the sources used are trusted, such as government statistics or industry research. Better yet though, as many of these sources can be accessed through the internet, it means desk research is not only cheap to collect, but can also be done relatively easily and quickly. This is useful as it means any business can afford to do this type of research and can find out what it needs to know quickly, which can speed up decision making. However, although some desk research can be reliable, it also needs to be remembered that much of it can also be unreliable. This is because as desk research has been collected by someone else, there can be issues around how accurate or biased it is. In that, if the research has not been collected properly, or the organisation producing it wants to only put across their viewpoint, then such research cannot be trusted. Further still, if the research was collected a long time ago, then this can also cause an issue around its reliability. This is because historical information only tells a business what was happening in the past, which means it won't be particularly helpful when making decisions about what is occurring just now. Worse still, as this research is collected by someone else for their purposes, it may not provide a business with enough specific information on what it wants to know, meaning making effective decisions will be difficult. And finally, even if the desk research a business uses doesn't have the issues already identified, a problem still exists, in that such research can be accessed by anyone, including a business's competitors, meaning anything found out cannot be kept private. Okay, so what did we learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we found out about the purpose of market research, and then we went on to explore the types of market research a business can use. There is no doubt that both field research and desk research can be useful. However, if a business wants up-to-date information that they can trust and which answers what they want to find out about, then field research is the best option.